Hello, Spela. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, Catherine. I work as an independent architect in architectural planning, education, and architectural journalism in Ljubljana, in Slovenia.
So, what is your major steps in your career, and where do you work now?
I always work with different architects on many different projects, from landscape to architecture. I was the co-founder of the Center of Architecture Slovenia. I'm also a member of the organizing committee of the International Architecture Conference, Piran Days of Architecture, and a member of the working group Women in Architecture. It works in the Chamber of Architecture and Spatial Planning. I'm also author of the book Stories of Slovenian Architecture, which was published in November 2012. It's a book who tries to make a knowledge of Slovenian architecture more accessible to general public.
You have been participate on the jury of the Prize of Women Architect, like a vice president. What do you think of this initiative?
We talk a lot actually about the prize in our group, Women in Architecture, and I must admit that there were very divided opinions. I share my opinion with colleagues that we cannot divide to the gender architectural creativity. We also see that most of the women architects work in a mixed gender groups, so we cannot award just a woman member of the group for a specific project. For example, also this year's laureates, Sophie Denisov and Florence Lipsky, they both work with their male partners.
You are a member of the group YesWePlan, as a member of the Chamber of Architects in Slovenia, but also we are with German, Austrian, and Spanish and France. Why do Slovenia take part, and what is your contribution? Please.
Our colleagues from Austria asked us to join the group because our historical experience of women issues is different from other countries collaborating in the project. Gender equality and the organization of social structure support women in her active role since World War II due to good foundation of gender equality policy in former Yugoslavia. In Slovenia, for example, we have excellent network of kindergartens and often also supportive help from extended family in taking care for children. Development tends to improve the position of women in the society and profession.
You have made an analysis to compare the situation of women in the 5 countries. What is the major point you can say about your country?
If I mention the let's say, official gap, for instance, in Slovenia it's much lower, only few, or from 3 to 6%, comparing to other countries involved in the project. Let's say in Austria there is 15% and even 41% in France. And also in our Chamber of Architecture, there is 55% male and 45% women. So it's quite equal. So women are staying working, they stay in profession, and they don't leave the practice, which is very often when they got children.
We are preparing a requirement and best practice. Can you speak of one of the good practices in your country?
Our group, Women in Architecture, we decided to prepare a special issue of the architectural magazine Architectural Bulletin. Among other contents, we invited interesting women architects working in different fields of architecture, some of them with their partners, larger studios, or some of them alone, to share their experiences from their views to the profession and how they are balancing their professional and personal life. With these interviews and with this issue, with this magazine, we want to ease the career starts for young women architects with long-time experiences of the older colleagues.
Do you think that the parity is currently on the right track in your profession, in your country?
On all levels, in general, we can state that men are more self-confident to gain better payment for their work if they are outside of the public sector jobs. In general, men are more often owners of the companies, and they are taking the leading positions. In our country, 73% of the companies. The higher positions, less women are present. Women in general are still faster satisfied with lower and less paid positions due to not only lack of confidence, but also as they are often not prepared to take high responsibilities if they have children. But of course, there are always exceptions, women also that earn much and are skilled to gain good payment for the work.
Do you have any recommendation for the 8th of March to improve the situation of women in architecture?
The program we plan to realize in our working group Women in Architecture is to raise the awareness of the topic and supporting women in life and professional skills with lectures and workshops. The goal is to improve working conditions, like, let's say, working hours, payment, and self-evaluation in the field of architecture for men and women, actually both, which could contribute to establishing the true value of the architecture profession in society and the proper economical value of architecture and civil engineering work.
So thank you very much, Spela KUHAR. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Catherine, for inviting me. And yeah, bye.
Bye.